crap. Hey, Corey, what happened in here?
What do you mean, what happened? Did you not just remember what happened? We built a frame, it didn't work, and now we have a carefully crafted fire out of pieces from the...
Is that real?
That is real. Check this out. Did it go out?
No, it didn't.
Alright, are we good?
I don't know. Didn't your mother ever teach you it's not safe to start a fire in the house?
You lit the fire! Anyways, can we move on?
Yeah.
Can we?
Yeah, we're fine. Everything's good.
Good lord. Welcome to this episode of the Man Card channel. Today we've got something special in store for you. We are going to be working on a Sears 10-inch direct drive bandsaw.
Also known as a Craftsman.
That's right. Back when Craftsman actually made quality stuff.
Yeah. Right before they decided to start selling off their name.
Yeah, so the bandsaw itself may work just fine. And it was in my dad's basement. He said he didn't want it. We could have it. But, as you can see, someone tore out the ground plug.
A little bit of
stomped on it a little bit. And even though they tore out the ground plug on the plug, still made sure to connect the ground when they decided to use some wire nuts and some electrical tape. And by someone, I mean probably my grandpa. He was all sorts of, let's not actually fix stuff and just get it working. So I'm sure the bandsaw works just fine. I'm not going to use this.
You don't want to be electrocuted?
No. So I went to Lowe's. We got a brand new appliance plug for like $8.
You didn't go to Sears?
No.
Blasphemy.
Why do you do this? Every episode you undermine me. Every day!
Remember the last time that I used this?
Yeah, let's get started.
Sorry.
You done?
Yep.
Alright, let's do this. Alright, so first we've just got these three screws here that gotta come off so we can gain access to it. Taking a quick look at it prior, in order to be able to get to the power cord, where we have to take off the back of the motor, we actually have to take the whole motor out. So that's what we're going to do first. So we'll take these off. Take off the cover. And then as far as the motor, there's two Allen screws. And we're going to use a 3/16 Allen to take these out. Da-da-da-da-da. There we go. Loosens, takes off the belt, take off the motor, and this can come over here.
So upon further inspection, here's your motor, right? And there's this portion here that's supposed to be your on-off switch. It's supposed to be wired in here somewhere, but that's missing. So it's just got a lot more complicated, as Corey said.
Alright, so we took the motor off and a lot of other stuff that you didn't see that was completely unnecessary because we hadn't realized that what had happened is that the switch was just completely bypassed, and we're going to reinstate a switch today. So, that being said, we did keep the motor off. It's a lot easier to get to the ground that way. So,
And clean.
and
Because
we're
it
gonna
is
clean
dirty.
So, let's clean it.
I like how well, it's definitely 100% better than it was.
It's a lot cleaner, lot cleaner. So
is my
not that
favorite
that's
thing.
going to help with it performing any better, but sure as hell looks a lot nicer. So now that it's clean, I mean, really the next part is trying to decide how we're going to wire this. So we do have the motor here. We'll just put that up here. And so first we're going to do is clean up these wires a little bit. We're just going to simply cut them off and restrip them because Never hurts to have some new wiring to work with. Okay, it's all cloth. Oh, look how nice that looks. Alright, so we've got our new wiring exposed from the motor. As far as the wiring that we took from here, we threw it out. We got some new workshop appliance cord from Lowe's. Cost me a couple bucks. Brand new. Looks a lot better than the old wiring that was on there. So, I mean, as far as wiring it, it's really not too complicated. We're going to solder all of our connections except for the grounds, which are getting screwed directly to the body of the bandsaw. The neutral, which is the white, is going to get soldered in heat shrink tube. That's going to bypass the switch and go straight to the plug. The only part that's getting attached to our switch, which we have over here, is using a simple toggle switch, is the hot. So one hot will go to here, the other will go to the plug. So not too complicated. Then we'll just solder it, put it all back together, and hopefully it turns on and doesn't electrocute anyone. Am I right?
Or have the band fly off and murder somebody.
Yeah, that too. That could be a possibility.
Alright, so while the soldering iron is heating up,
This guy.
we're going to place the heat shrink tubing over each of the wires that we want.
Which is just going to be right now, we're going to do the neutral first. Because the hots are again getting soldered to the switch.
Now,
Alright, so you're about to see some really bad soldering. Don't worry about it. There'll be good connections at some point. It's about where we're at right now.
alright, throw the heat shrink tubing over it, which we went a little big with on purpose just because there were different gauge wires. Alright, so that one's connected, heat shrinked.
Yep.
There we go.
Hey, this is off. Want to hold on to that, the motor?
Oh, you want me to hold on to it, huh?
Well, just so it doesn't... It works!
Oh wow, it definitely is a strong motor.
So, all of our connections are correct. Now we're gonna hook up our grounds, put the motor back on the bandsaw, and really just put everything back together.
Yeah, and really hope that band...
Except, we gotta make the switch holder. So let's do that.
Alright, so we're not going to get scientific with it, because, you know, every time we do try to make good measurements, I usually mess them up. So I'm just going to kind of do by eye. We're going to use this piece of laminate to create the holder for the toggle switch, just because this whole thing was missing. And so if this piece isn't dead on, then we'll just trim it.
Or just use the bandsaw. Or bandsaw.
Or we'll just use the
You know
circular,
what'd be perfect right now?
circular saw, as
The
Corey would say.
bandsaw. Bandsaw would be
yeah,
perfect right now.
That would be perfect. But we'll just use the sander. Over to the bandsaw! Just kidding.
Sander.
The sander. Alright. Test the fitment and go from there. Alright, back from the sander. And that fits primo.
So now we just gotta mark the holes for the screws, and then just drill a hole in the center for the switch.
Yep. I mean, other than that, that fits in there almost perfect. Alright, we're just gonna drill the holes for the backer, or facer, or this. We're just drilling holes.
Alright, so Nick did an awesome job of cutting this out. Thanks, Nick.
Yeah, no problem. It's the only thing I've done so far.
You're welcome. So we're just going to screw these in. so it doesn't fall back out. Pop that through. Put on the lock washer.
Your on-off.
On-off indicator. And the actual washer.
We'll just put that on hand tight for now, just in case we need to take it back out.
And then all that's left, we're just going to spin it around quick. We're going to attach the ground and put the motor back in.
You gotta go that way a little bit. This way? Yeah. Clean the belt off a little bit.
Get it tight. Actually, just to be safe, quote unquote safe, still dirty as crap, but
Hope we can fix that.
to at least contain the spinning bandsaw.
Ready. So as Corey said at the beginning of the video, this was his grandfather's. It was mainly Corey's project. I think it came out really well. Some novice soldering and what
But
you
it
have in
works.
between. But yeah.
And it looks pretty nice. I mean, that on-off switch, you did good with that.
Thanks.
Props.
I tried. For what we had here anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot safer than it was.
Yeah,
It's-
definitely.
Everything's been heat shrunk, and we did some more electrical tape over that to keep all the wires together so nothing gets pulled out while it's being moved. Anytime it does get moved. So
Of course,
really,
definitely a lot longer than it was too,
yes,
which makes it nice.
that's really all we got for you guys this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Check us out on Facebook and Instagram for shenanigans and updates.
This is Nick.
This is Corey.
This is Man Card Channel. Signing off.